Hello, today we're going to change the brake hose on a 2003 Ford F150. We're going to change it from, the hose goes from right here, and it comes around, and then it connects to the caliper right here. So we're going to take the caliper off and make sure that the caliper is alright. But I'm pretty sure that the inside of this brake hose is deteriorating because the caliper is locking up and the brake pads aren't releasing, so you can smell it. So I'm just gonna make sure, but I'm pretty sure that the brake hose is the issue. So this truck has got 279,000 miles on it. Let's get started. So we're gonna take off the top caliper bolt. Already broke it free just to make everything quicker. Then we're going to go to the bottom caliper bolt. Okay, you got the bottom caliper bolt. I'm going to remove the caliper. I use a clothes hanger, and this just keeps from having pressure on the hose. And hang up your caliper. Well, you can see these pistons are still out, so I'm pretty sure there's blockage in this hose. We're going to take this apart, get a new hose on it, and it should be working good as new. I'm going to take the brake hose off. It's a 14 millimeter. Alright, now I'm going to take this 10 millimeter bolt off. And once you got that 10 millimeter bolt off, this bracket will slide off, and then we're just going to disconnect it right here. So I would use a line wrench so you don't strip this, you get a good bite on it. That's 11 millimeter. This line wrench will prevent you from stripping that nut. When you're working on old trucks, you want to use all means necessary not to break anything. Work slow. Once you get that off, you have another 10 millimeter bolt here. Just take this bracket off. Alright, once that bolt's removed, this bracket will come off. You just slide it out. And you can finish taking off the go, it's off. And I got a CarQuest Weaver hose, this brake hose. Got it from Advanced Auto Parts. So here's the new hose. Same. Here's the old one. There's the new one. Looks exactly the same. Brackets exactly the same. So we know everything's gonna line up. Just gotta put it back together. I'm gonna put this bracket back on first. Line back up, just tighten down. Just tighten it back down with the 11mm. Make sure it's lined up. Don't strip the threads. You'll get 2 new copper washers. You put one on the bolt that goes to the caliper. I'm gonna put this bottom bracket on. So now that I got the bottom bracket on, put the caliper up where it's supposed to be. You're gonna want to put, the one washer on the bolt. So once you got the washer on the front and the back of the hose, how it angles down, push it up against the caliper, just tighten it up. Just tighten up the bolt on the hose. It's good. Now we just gotta bleed the brakes. So we got the caliper, we got the hose tightened down to the caliper. It's run around, tightened up on this bottom bracket, and then it goes up, tightened up on the top bracket, and then goes to the brake line. So now our problem with the sticking caliper should be fixed. New brake hose. If you have an old truck with a lot of miles on it, this one has 279,000. When you do a brake job, I would just replace the hose and you won't have this problem down the road. Now that I've got this new hose on there, I'm using my caliper tool Now you can actually compress the pistons back because there's no blockage in the hose. I can compress the piston now, so both pistons are compressed back now that there's fluid being able to go back. So now that we got this new hose on, you can use your brake caliper tool and compress the pistons. Now they're back to normal. I want to show you that when I compress the pistons, the fluid flowed back through the hose. Therefore there's no more restriction. We can put it back together. We're good to go. It's back to normal. It's working right. So we're gonna bleed the brakes and take it for a test drive. So we put the caliper bolts back on, top, bottom. These are 13mm bolts. Just gonna tighten those back down. Everything's tightened up. Time to get someone to help me bleed the brakes. But it is installed. Good as new. Hope this helped you out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and always leave me in a comment below. Let me know that this video helped you out. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.